Morning students, I welcome you all to our 12th standard General Maths video class. I hope you are all good and safe. Last class we have learned some problems from the exercise 3.1 based on Vita's formula for a quadratic equation as well as a polynomial equation with degree 3. Exercise based on the same Vita's formula. I hope you are all good and safe. Please write your classwork and then submit the classwork for the corrections. Okay. Now, exercise 3.1, problem number 9. Look at your book, problem number 9, exercise 3.1. If P and Q are the roots of the equation Lx square plus Nx plus N equals 0, then show that root P by Q plus root Q by P plus root N by L equal to 0. Here we are going to show root P by Q plus root Q by P plus root N by L equal to 0. For that, what's our given information? P and Q are the roots of the equation Lx square P and Q are the roots of Lx square plus Nx plus N equal to 0. This is our given information. From this we are going to prove root P by Q plus root Q by P plus root N by L equal to 0. Now I'm going to make this as a monic equation. Further I am going to divide by L. So x square plus N by L x plus N by L equal to 0. Now by the Vita's formulas, P plus Q, sum of the roots will be, here our roots are P and Q now. So sum of roots P plus Q equal to minus N by L. Then P into Q, product of roots equal to N by L. Now we are going to take our LHS. From the LHS I am going to derive RHS. Now I am going to take LHS. From the LHS I am going to derive the RHS. So I am going to take LHS. LHS equal to, what's our LHS? Root P by Q plus root Q by P plus root N by L. Now first I am going to add these two and then we can add the third one. Now look at these two. I am going to rewrite this as root P divided by root Q. Similarly, I am going to write the second term as root Q divided by root P plus the third term as it is root N by L. Now, in order to add these two, the denominator should be same. Here the denominators are different. So I am going to take the LCM as root PQ. Root PQ. Here the denominators are different, so I am going to cross multiply the terms. So it will become root P into root P, P plus root Q into root Q, Q plus we can write this term as root N divided by root L. Now this is equal to, here we know the value of P plus Q as well as PQ. Now I am going to substitute these two values in this P plus Q. So the numerator will be minus N by L divided by root PQ. What's our root? The value of PQ. Our value of PQ is N by L plus root N divided by root L. Then the next step would be, this is equal to minus N by L divided by the denominator can be written as root n divided by root L plus root n by root L. Now this is equal to minus n by L into this denominator can be written as root L divided by root n plus root n divided by root L. Now this is equal to minus n can be written as root n into root n. Similarly, L can be written as root L into root L into root L divided by root n plus root n divided by root L. Now, one root n will get cancelled. Similarly, one root L will get cancelled. What's the remaining? Minus root n divided by root L plus root n divided by root L. These two terms will get cancelled. So finally we got our RHS 0. Hence proved. Now look at the 10th one. Now we are going to do the 10th sum. Look at the 10th one. If the equations x square plus px plus q equal to 0 and x square plus p dash x plus q equal to 0 have a common root. Here the given two equations having a common root. Then we have to show the common root must be equal to. Then we have to show it must be, the common root must be equal to p q dash minus p dash q divided by q minus q dash r. Q minus q dash divided by p dash minus p. Here we have to show the common root must be equal to p q dash minus p dash q divided by q minus q dash r. Q minus q dash divided by p dash minus p. Here we are having two equations. The two equations having a common root. That's our given information. Okay. First we are going to write the given two equations. Given x square plus px plus q equal to 0. We can consider this as equation number 1. Then x square plus p dash x plus q dash equal to 0. We can consider this as equation number 2. What's the given? These two roots are having a common root. So I'm going to take the common root as a alpha. Let alpha be a common root. Then the equation 1 will become now I'm going to substitute x as alpha in equation number 1 as well as equation number 2. Now I'm going to substitute x as alpha. So the equation 1 become alpha square plus p alpha plus q equal to 0. Equation 2 become alpha square plus p dash alpha plus q dash equal to 0. Now I'm going to subtract these two equations. So in order to subtract these two, I'm going to change the sign of the second equation. So minus, minus, minus. So the first two terms will get cancelled. What's the remaining? Here we are having p alpha minus p dash alpha plus here we are having q minus q dash equal to 0. Now look at the first two terms. From the first two terms, I'm going to take alpha as a common factor. So alpha into p minus p dash equal to, now I'm going to bring this two terms into the right side. So it will become q dash minus q. We need the common root alpha. So alpha will be alpha equal to q dash minus q divided by p minus p dash. Now alpha equal to, from the numerator I am going to take, from the numerator as well as the denominator I am going to take minus as a common factor in order to get our result, our book answer. So I am going to take minus from the LHS as well as RHS. So minus into q minus q dash divided by minus into p dash minus p. So minus minus will get cancelled. So alpha equal to q minus q dash divided by p dash minus p. Here we got common root alpha as q minus q dash divided by p dash minus p. Now I am going to find the one more result. Alpha as p q dash minus p dash q divided by q minus q dash. For this I am going to solve equation 1 and 2 again. Here I am going to make the coefficient of x in equation number 1 and 2 are same. For that I am going to multiply equation 1 into p dash, equation 2 into p. Now I am going to multiply equation 1 by p dash, equation 2 by p. What will happen? P dash x square plus p dash x plus p dash q equal to 0. Now I am going to multiply equation 2 by p. So what will happen? P x square plus p dash x plus p q dash equal to 0. Now I am going to change the sign of the second equation. So look at the second terms, they will get cancelled. Now what's the remaining? P dash x square minus p x square plus p dash q minus p q dash equal to 0. From these two I am going to take, instead of x we can put alpha. So instead of x we can put alpha. From these two we can take x square as common. So p dash minus p plus p dash q minus p q dash equal to 0. Now we can put x as alpha. So alpha square into p dash minus p equal to p q dash minus p dash q. Now I am going to find alpha square from this. So alpha square equal to p q dash minus p dash q divided by p dash minus p. Now the next step will be now I am going to write alpha square as alpha into alpha equal to p q dash minus p dash q divided by p dash minus p. Now alpha equal to, now I am going to bring this alpha into the right side. So p q dash minus p dash q divided by alpha into p dash minus p. So equal to, now I am going to substitute this alpha as q minus q dash divided by p dash minus p. So the next step would be PQ dash minus P dash Q divided by, instead of alpha I am going to substitute Q minus Q dash divided by P dash minus P into P dash minus P. These two terms will get cancelled. The required answer P Q dash minus P dash Q divided by Q minus Q dash. We got our common root alpha as it is. Then look at the eighth one. We are going to do the eighth sum. If alpha, beta, gamma and delta are the roots of the polynomial equation 2x power 4 plus 5x power 4 minus 7x square plus 8 equal to 0. Find a quadratic equation with integer coefficients whose roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha, beta, gamma, delta. See? In this problem we are going to find a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha, beta, gamma, delta. For that, what's our given equation? Here we are having equation with the roots alpha, beta, gamma and delta. See? Look at the problem number 8. We are going to do 8th problem. Problem number 8. First we can write the given equation 2x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 8. Here we don't have any x term now, so I am going to put 0x and then we can write the constant 8 equal to 0. Now I am going to divide by 2 in order to make this as a monic equation. So divide by 2. So x power 4 plus 5 by 2 x cube minus 7 by 2 x square plus 0 by 2x plus 4 equal to 0. Now I am going to apply Vita's formula. Here the roots are alpha, beta, gamma and delta. Now I am going to apply a Vita's formula. By a Vita's formula, sum of the roots taken one at a time. Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta equal to minus 5 by 2. And then sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. So alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus alpha delta plus beta gamma plus beta delta plus gamma delta. We will have 6 roots, 6 terms. This will be minus 7 by 2. Then the sum of product of the roots taken 3 at a time. So the terms will be alpha beta gamma plus alpha beta delta plus alpha gamma delta plus beta gamma delta. This is equal to, here we are having 0, so this will become 0. Then the last one, by using the Vita's formula, the last term, the last result, product of roots alpha, beta, gamma, delta equal to plus minus plus minus plus. So it will become 4. Now we are going to form a quadratic equation. To form a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha, beta, gamma, delta. In order to find quadratic equation, we should know the general form of a quadratic equation. What's our Beta's formula for a quadratic equation? X square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. So, in order to find a quadratic equation, we should know the value of sum and product of roots. So, I am going to find sum of roots and product of roots. Here our roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So now I am going to find sum for these two roots as well as product of these two roots. So sum of these two roots will be plus equal to sum of the roots equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus 5 by 2 plus alpha, beta, gamma, delta is 4. You can go for the cross multiply. So 4 2s are 8. So plus 8 minus 5, 3 by 2. We got our sum as 3 by 2. Now I am going to find product of the roots. We got our product of the root as minus 10. Now I am going to write a quadratic equation. Required quadratic equation is x square minus sum of roots into x plus product equal to 0. Now I am going to substitute the values. X square minus sum. What's our sum? 3 by 2 into x plus product. What's our product? Minus 10 equal to 0. Now we can go for the cross multiply. So 2x square minus 3x minus 20 divided by 2 equal to 0. Now I am going to bring this 2 into the right side. So the next step will be 2x square minus 3x minus 20 equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. Now look at the seventh one. Look at the seventh one. We are going to do the seventh one. If alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the polynomial equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equals 0. Find the value of sigma alpha by beta gamma in the term of the coefficients. Now we are going to do the what's given? Alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Now I'm going to divide by a. So the next step would be x cube plus b by a x square plus c by a into x plus d by a equal to 0. Now I'm going to apply a Vitas formula. By applying the Vitas formula, this value b by a is the value of sum of the roots. So by applying the Vitas formula, sum of the roots taken one at a time, alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus b by a. Now the second value, this value will be equal to sum of product of roots taken two at a time. So the terms will be alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is equal to c by a. Now the last value, sum of product of roots, alpha beta gamma equal to minus d by a. We got three values by a Vitas formula. Now what we are going to do? We are going to find the value of sigma alpha by beta gamma. Now we are going to find the value of this term. We already know what is meant by sigma. Sigma is the summation. Now we are going to find the sum of some terms. Okay, look at this. Here we are having, look at the numerator. Here we are having alpha, which is not in the denominator. So similarly, I am going to write some terms which are possible. Now alpha by beta gamma plus beta by alpha gamma plus gamma by alpha beta. We can write three possible terms over here. Now the next step would be, now I am going to take the LCM as alpha beta gamma. Now the numerator will be alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. Now, so alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square will be alpha plus beta plus gamma whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha divided by alpha beta gamma. Now we are going to substitute the values. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. What's your alpha plus beta plus gamma? Minus b by a. So minus b by a whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha c by a divided by alpha beta gamma. What's your alpha beta gamma? Minus d by a. Now the next step will be this is equal to minus b by a whole square is minus b by a whole square is b squared by a square minus 2c by a. 2c by a divided by minus d by a. Now this is equal to, look at the numerator. In the numerator we can take a square as a LCM. So the numerator will be b square minus 2ac into minus a by b. 1a will get cancelled. So what's the remaining? B square minus 2AC divided by A into minus 1 by B. So the next step would be AD, A into D, AD, then minus into B square, minus B square, minus into minus 2AC plus 2AC. So 2AC minus B square by AD is the required value. Thank you.